I hope the week is going amazingly well for you and that everything is perfect. I'm just back with some more fun tips and just some stuff that you can use, hopefully, for your film or your game. In this case, I want to show you how to convert the multi-UDIM files. Like if you want to retain the quality from the multi-UDIM assets and you want to transfer them all to a single UDIM by sort of cutting them up into pieces, we're going to go through that. So in your 3D application of choice, what you're going to want to do is import one of the assets that is a multi UDIM asset. In this case, we'll take Canyon 1, and we're just going to go to LOD5, and we're going to import this. If you select your camera here, go to View, select Camera. You want to increase the far clipping plane. It's the same in most 3D applications. So you can see here, I have this LOD, and it's a multi-UDIM asset. And if you go to Windows, right at the top, you go to General Editors, and then you go to Modeling Editors, and then you go to the UV editor. You can see that right here for this asset, right? And what we want to do is we want to cut these up. We want to put these in just the first slot here. So to do that is pretty straightforward, and you don't want to move these around. Like if you right mouse click and then you go to UV, you select all these UVs, you hold down Control right mouse click, and then there's a menu that pops up, and you can go to UV shell. So you select the entire UV, and you don't want to move this anywhere from where the actual location is. You don't want to move it around like up or down manually, and I'll show you that in just a sec. But the way we're going to do this is, if you go back, I have it actually in my shelf, so I'm just going to click on the UV editor here. But Windows, Modeling Editors, UV editor, I'm just going to click on that. Brings up this window, and if you, like I said, if you right click on your mouse, UV, this will be the first one that we want to move into this space. What you can also do is you can see it right here. So there's a section, and we can just go to Face, and if you want, you can hold down Shift, right click, and you can go Extract Faces right here. If you want to do that, you can extract this piece and just have them all as separate pieces. But if you want to keep them together and you just want to apply a material, say to this, so if you're in UV mode, you go to Face, you say Assign New Material, and then you assign a material. It will just assign it to this one. So you have this material here, and you can plug in the texture map, the 1002 texture map. because that's where this slot is. It's a fairly quick process, and I'll show you how to do that. If you go down here to the right, where my mouse is, which is the far bottom right, you can see that it brings up the script editor. And we're going to bring this up. We're also going to bring up the UVs here. And once again, we're going to right click UV, and if you don't have the whole shell selected, you need to hold down Control, right mouse click to UV shell, and then you'll get that. But what's cool is, you know, just to be more accurate, you can kind of see what's happening over here in the script editor. And if you move this over to the first slot, you'll see this poly edit UV pops up. So if we select all of this, Control C, we just copy that, and we're just going to want to go back to keep that UV where it is. Now that it's selected, we'll just paste this in here, and you know, we'll go -1. I'm going to copy this again, and then right here at the top, execute, is a little play button. So you execute, and you see right here it'll just pop right in place on top of this UV. So now we're going to go down the list, and we're just going to select these, to the shell, and then to face, and to the faces. And if you don't see that it's selected, let's go back, UV, so it's on the UVs, right, for this particular shell. If you hold down Control, the same thing, and you right click, you can go to faces, and it'll select just that section right there. If you want to just right click anywhere, go down, assign new material, bring this up, and basically, yeah, just assign the material for 1003 in that slot, and plug in a file, and then we'll go to the Canyon 1 multi-UDIM files, and we'll go to the textures here, and you'll see all the different UDIM slots, and you just want to go down to slot 3. So you see 1001, 1002, here's 3 right here, the one that we just assigned the material to, and we'll open that. And you'll see that one piece has been assigned, that one little section has been assigned to the UDIM piece right there. So now we can take that piece that has the texture on it, hold down Control, right mouse click, and then go to faces. Or actually, in this case, we already did that, so UVs, and then we'll just go right here back to the script editor. We have this right here. We just want to type in 2 now instead of 1. Hit that, you see it pops over and moves right back to that space. And then you just keep going, honestly. all the way until you have them into that first slot. So yeah, pretty straightforward process, and you'll see there that it didn't change how that looked, that one particular piece in there. So and you can do that if you want to retain the quality, but you just want to keep all these pieces as separate materials. And if you're going to export this out, I would recommend, well, whatever you're using, FBX or just like a standard shader. In this case, I would go to one of these and select the shell, 2 faces, and then assign a new material, and then basically just go to something standard. So I wouldn't use V-Ray in this case, just a Lambert or whatever the standard shader is in your application, but like a Lambert, and then name this based on the UV position. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there, you just want to name this material 1006. And then there you have it. So just, yeah, if you want to, basically some programs only support the single UDIM, but if you want to retain the quality, you can just move all these over and then assign a new material to each piece, and then export that out and name the materials with something just generic. And when you export the FBX as a material, it'll read the material nodes once you export. So export selection, go to FBX, and then just get this out of here. Use it in Unreal Engine or any other application in Blender. I know it reads it in basically every application that I've tried. So yeah, there's another quick fix for you to get these things into single DIM slots, single UDIM slots, but also retaining the quality. I hope y'all have an awesome week, and thank you so much for everything. All right, cool, bye.